Welcome to today's session. Today we're going to make honey spiced fruit. In front of us here on the tray, if you have a little look here, we've got some apples, plums, tin pineapple, pears, honey, and I've got cinnamon and mixed spice. I think today I'm going to go with the cinnamon. Okay, and we're going to serve it with some half-fat creme fraiche. So I'm obviously not going to use all the fruit that's here. I'm just going to use a couple out of each one, and obviously the rest can do for packed lunches or for a snack. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the fruit ready, and I'm going to start chopping up ready to go into the bowl and make the juice. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to open the tin. Now this is pineapple chunks, so this is going to be part of our baked fruit. So what I'm doing now carefully is I'm going to put the juice in the bowl here. There's plenty there. What I'm going to do now is get a bowl and leave the pineapples in there. There we go. Right, so what I've done now is I've got 3 apples, 3 pears and 3 plums. I'm going to slice them all up. I'm going to keep the skins on because I'll give everything a wash to give it some colour. So first I'm going to do is the pear. Obviously take the core out. Okay, so the pears are ready now. I'm going to start the apples. I forgot to say at the beginning, make sure you wash your hands, which I've said in every one of our videos. And when you use the knife, be very careful. When you finish with the knife, make sure you wash it dry and put it away safely. So I'm just using a bowl here to get rid of any of the excess fruit. So you can see already over here that it's starting to build up nicely. So obviously I'm using 3 apples and 3 pears, but they're actually small ones if you use bigger ones. But also, if you wanted to, you could use different fruits in it. I've used the tin pineapple. If you want to, you could use tin peaches or any other fruit you quite fancy. Bananas are okay, but the only thing with bananas, they do go rather dark when they're in the oven, so it's not something I would particularly do. So you can see here now, because I'm using the coloured apples, it's given a nice little bit of colour. Okay, so now we're going to use the plums. Just going to cut around the stone. And again, this is going to give it a really nice colour and flavour. So going straight in there. Make sure you wash the fruit before you used it. Okay, so when you think about it, we only used a little amount of fruit there. It's really building up nicely. Remember, the colours are very important to this as well. There we go. Just one more plum to do. Then we're going to add our pineapple. One more little tiny bit. There we are. Nice to one side safely. So now I'm going to give that a little stir. I'm going to add the pineapple to it. So I've used pineapple chunks there. That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? So now, earlier, we drained the juice from the pineapple. So this is now going to be our sauce is going to go over it. So I decided to use cinnamon today. If you want to use mixed spice. So I'm just going to do half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Just have to take that part off there. About half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're going to use a dessert spoon of honey. So I've chosen squeezy honey here. So there you go. That's a good dessert spoon going in there. Let that go in. I'm going to give that a nice mix. See now the honey is going to be all lovely on top of the fruit. Mix that together, and I'm just going to pop that over, because don't forget the fruit itself is going to have some juice in it as well. Mix that there. I'm going to give that a nice little mix so it goes over all of it. So look at that now. And that's going to go in the oven for about, say, about 20 to 30 minutes until the fruit starts to soften. You see why I've left the skin on now? Because obviously it's got a nice colour to it. Okay, it's going to go in the oven. There we go. Look at that. That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? You see all the nice juice there. So we'll just go through our ingredients. Now today we've done something a bit different. If we'd like to pan the camera over to here, we've got our ingredients that went in. So we had 3 plums, 3 pears, 3 apples. Obviously the pineapple's not in there now, but I've used the pineapple in the juice, the honey, and a little bit of cinnamon or mixed spice. And this is what this looks like when it's cooked. Which looks absolutely fantastic. So I've just worked out the cost for this. This cost probably about £2.20 for actually what's in there, but obviously we've got the fruit that's left over. So I think the bags of fruit at the time are 90 pence, it's like half a bag. If you want to put more fruit in, that's fine. But if you'd just like to notice there, look how much juice there is, because obviously the pineapple and the fruit has got the juice in it, and that comes out in it. So you can serve this with ice cream, cream, but I've actually chose to serve it with some half-fat creme fraiche. So I'm just going to put this in the bowl so you can have a little look. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. Just put some juice on that there. A little bit more, do you think? There we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the half-fat creme fraiche on it. That looks, and that's going to melt all into it. That looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that was today's recipe. So I do hope you try this at home. If you do, as always, send a picture in for us. Thank you very much for watching today. Take care and stay safe. Thank you.